this is our last question that we had. It's question 8, number 1. When we're talking about the central tendency, or what would be the best central tendency to describe the data, what I've done is I've gone and put this data into list 1. So you can see I have Zoom 9, and I got this data display that I dragged over here. Okay, just leave that right there. Now that data display, the thing I want you to understand is that it becomes left skewed or negatively skewed because of that one piece of data out here. It's very clear that one piece of data is right there. It's also very clear to me, and I hope that this is the conversation that's going to help you, is that my data is, as a whole, is focused somewhere around 67 or 68. The center of the data, if I took that 2 away, if I covered the 2 up, the center of this data is between 65 and 75, and the middle would be somewhere around 68. Pull my graphing calculator back up. Let's go and do our one variable statistics. So we press stat, calc, one variable. We tell it of L5. We press enter, and it tells me that my mean, okay, they're telling me now that my mean of my data is 62.83. Well, look at that. 62.83. Let me. All right, so 62.83 is right here. Is that in the middle of my data? I mean, it's not. It's at the low end of all my numbers. So this is kind of the meat and potatoes of my list. That's the heart of my list. That's where everybody is except for that one number. And the mean is supposed to be that middle number, that spot that falls in the middle of all the data. So in this case here, the mean's no good for us. Okay, well, let's scroll down our list. And the median, oh, check that out. The median, and I'm just going to drag this across, the median in this case is 67.5. Now that looks pretty good. So that's the median, that's the mean. All right, now the mode in this case here, let's see, we got 266s, 267s. The mode is 68, right? Because we have 3 68s. Now, the mode would be a pretty decent, so in this case here, 67.5 is my median, and 68 is my mode. So either the median or the mode could be good measures of central tendency. They tell us where the center of the data can be found. Because this data has that one outlier, that one person that's out here that pulls the mean, affects the mean drastically. All right, that's like having, the realization of this is, you have, that one, I'm going to think students in a class. You have one student in a class that's short, and everybody else is average height. They're going to pull the average height of the class down. Or you have one person in the class that's very tall, and everyone else is about the same height. It's going to pull the average of the class up. So in this case here, the question is what is the mean? And going back to this, I've said all this other information, but the point is this. The answer that was put on there was the mean is useless. The data is skewed. And there is a mean to this data. There is a mean, but the point is that the mean is going to be useless in the sense that it does not describe the center of the data. Okay, so one more time, there is a mean to every list of numbers. You have your 5-number summary, and your 5-number summary is your minimum, your maximum, your mean, your mode, and your median. And that's your 5-number summary on every set of data that you get. And so what I'm trying to get you to see is that every time you can calculate that mean. Every time you can calculate the minimum, the max, the mode, and the median. But the point is sometimes that data is useless in the sense that if you have an outlier or if that data is skewed, then the mean does not give you good representation of the data. All right. Good luck. Hope that helps. Just let me know.